We discovered this bakery cart on Google Alert, of all things. We'd moved into this new bakery and we were getting a lot of publicity because we won the Gold Banksia Award, which is the #1 environmental award in Australia, which was incredible. So we wanted to see where we were getting publicity. And it came across that this baker's cart was going for auction in Los Angeles shortly after we'd moved into here. The reason Google Alert picked it up was because of the plaque on the side there, which says Robert Plarre, Brunichwälder. So when we saw it on the net, and I traced Brunichwälder to be a little tiny village in what was East Germany, only 10 kilometres from where my grandfather Otto was born in Hohenölsen. Now we knew that one of his 5 brothers was also a baker. He was one of 5 brothers. And when I discovered that Brunichwälder was only 10k from Hohenölsen, I thought, this is just too coincidental for words. We have to get it. So we bought it. It didn't cost a fortune. We had to put it through quarantine and get it over to here. Having got it here and seen it, I then decided to go over to Germany and visit our relatives over there. I've got a second cousin that lives in the same house that Otto was born in 1882. And from there, he had organised for us to meet the daughter of the Burgermeister, who was the mayor of Brunichwälder. And it was a cold, wintry night we were there, and we walked down to this lady and she showed us some material that authenticated the fact that there was a Plarre bakery in Brunichwälder, and it burnt down in 1964. There was also a document, talk about history, Glenn, that was the history of Brunichwälder from 1307 to 2007, 700 years of Brunichwälder. And it referred to a Plarre bakery in that era. Now, what we did know about this was that it was owned by a circus, and that the circus sold it to a museum in Yosemite in California, and from there it went to auction and we bought it. So from there, having authenticated that, the lady, the Burgermeister's daughter said, why don't you go down the street? And this is all in German, had to be interpreted, of course, because I hardly speak any German. They said, walk down the street because that's the site of the old bakery down the street. And we think the old people that live there can tell you something about it. So we went down, it was snowing, and the lady, very old and infirm, couldn't come down, and she spoke to us from out of a first floor window. And my cousin is interpreting and showed her a picture of this baker's cart. And she went into raptures. She said, yes, that was the baker's cart. That was here until 1964. And there was a circus that took it. They took it away, and basically all the pieces fitted, every bit of the jigsaw puzzle fitted. And it confirmed that there was another Plarre bakery in Brunichwälder, another branch of the Plarre family. And I mean, it's hard to believe that it was only 10k from where my second cousin lived, and he didn't know that it was there only 10 kilometres away. It took Google Alert to go right around and tell this story, and for us to go to Germany for this to fall out as a piece of Plarre history.